So in that case, in one of our IC customers that we have, we organize that by saying, okay, we've got a real-time threats team. They're focused on things that are happening right now. Then we have a forensics team that can focus on things that might be longer, deep dive investigations that are going to take a lot more time. And that forensic team operates like a service provider to the real-time threats team. So they're two separate cells that might be still working the same investigation. But when they do, the difference between that and the tiered model is real-time threats maintains ownership of that case. They continue it from open to close. They're just tasking or asking forensics to answer specific questions they need to help their investigation, rather than tasking them to do a full forensic examination of a workstation or a server or whatever the requirement is.
So does it take more people to do a cell-based operation than it does to do a regular operation?
The work is the same, right? Like you need people to do forensics. You need people to look at alerts coming in. You need people to threat hunt or do detection engineering. It takes the amount of people that's necessary to execute the mission that the customer has, right? If the customer doesn't care about threat hunting, well, you don't need a threat hunting cell. You're not going to do that.
Okay, so what you're saying then is like if I were operating in a tiered model today and I wanted to go to a cell-based model tomorrow, then I'm not going to need to add any humans. I'm just going to reorganize the humans that I have in order to more efficiently do the work that exists for that SOC to do. Is that right?
That's correct. Now, I will say this, and this is just a caveat on that. Some SOCs are small. They have small mission space that they're responsible for. The scope of the environment they're protecting is small, right? I mean, it might be dozens of machines or even hundreds of machines as compared to a full enterprise that has tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of nodes that they're responsible for. So in the case where it's a really small SOC, cell-based may not be the right answer for those people. But if you're doing a mid to large scale enterprise, it's absolutely a better approach.
Okay, I think that makes sense because I mean, as you're talking about this, it seems like aligning by function by work stream instead of by seniority. That aligns very closely with the other trends in the industry. Looking at idle 4, for example, right, is or everything's moving toward value streams, smartly designed cross-functional teams to sort of get moving sort of the authority and the enablement out to the pointy end of the spear, right? And it sounds like very much like that's what this is doing in the SOC environment.